And I think we're live. And I think we're live. I don't think we're live.
Well, it says live 21 seconds.
And now we're live. Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome to a brand new GameItAll.com Let's Play. Wait, no.
Oh, yeah.
Play. Screwing this up already.
No.
Way to go, Luke. This is a brand new podcast.
Yes, we are live. Yes, this is a podcast, but it is not Let's Play. We're not playing anything. We're just talking and drinking.
Exactly. As, it should be.
No, because in the past week and a bit, or since the whole everything went to shit, so since when the Division has become reality, literally, alcohol sales have gone up 40% in Canada.
That is, also very, very true on that.
When everything hits the fan, you need to drink, and that's why we're drinking. That's it.
That's totally the reason why. No, we are, of course, as everyone knows, we are in the middle of a giant pandemic for COVID-19. I keep saying COVID. I know a lot of people do too. But we're doing the best we can by social isolating wherever we can. I know you still have to work, but
well, duh. We ain't closed.
No, you ain't closed. My place of work isn't closed either, but they're working from work at home options, which is next to impossible.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're all here. So it's, while we're all social isolating and all this shit's going down, what better time to bring back the podcast and start just talking about games and everything that's going on. Which actually, since all this started, it hasn't really been much, to be honest. We've had a lot of development that was like all these cons and all these different events being postponed,
canceled
or
even just canceled fully. Yeah.
They're
like, it's not happening.
Because we had E3 was the biggest one that went out and was like, yeah, we're canceled, and that's not going to stop us.
Not fully canceled, because most of the events in the past couple of years, especially like Nintendo and also Sony last year, was like, do you know what? Screw it. We're not going to have an actual press event at the actual conference. We're just going to do our own live stream, which makes sense because hosting E3 for a company like Sony or Nintendo or Microsoft is a multi-million-dollar endeavor. It would, Sony going to E3 probably cost them at least $10 million every year.
That's very likely. I mean, I never looked into the actual amount that it costs, like Microsoft and those guys.
But they have to rent the theater that they do the presentation. They have all their employees that they have to pay. They also have to pay for hotel rooms, food, and everything else. Plus, then on top of that, you still have the show floor and all the people that work on the show floor and all the business deals going on in the back end. It is a very expensive endeavor. But making a video and posting it online is very cheap.
Jeez.
What?
So yeah. Oh, it's just every time you breathe in, we can hear it. Just
smells like scotch. Smells like scotch, tastes like scotch, gets you drunk like scotch. It's scotch. Continue.
All right, so with that, there's we mentioned, E3 is canceled, and at the moment here, as a major show, it's canceled. It is likely, of course, Nintendo has already planned their Nintendo Direct for that time, So we're going to have that set out for whenever they're ready to roll out. Microsoft has said that they're looking into a new way of doing it, so they're going to try a exactly as we said, a digital look. We might see a state of play. The other people that we were really excited to see, which was Devolver Digital,
they're 100% on.
They're 100% still going to happen.
I love them.
They were the ones that told everyone's like, hey, guys, cancel your hotels, cancel your airplane tickets. It's not happening before even like E3 fully announced that they were done, that they weren't going to do it. Now, in terms of what we do, because we usually live stream E3, especially the big conferences, that's at the moment is not stopping us. We're not planning to not be there for people during what would be the E3 time.
Well, unless we're still in lockdown mode.
Yeah, unless we're still in lockdown, then we will not be together doing a live stream for, just doing our thing that we usually do. Hell, when that does happen, though, we are going to open up our charity link to Extra Life, and we're going to make sure this is done, that we're going to entertain people at least and keep everyone really, really excited, really awesome.
Yeah, but we still have the press conferences.
And when the press conferences, conferences happen,
it's guaranteed that Nintendo's going to have a direct. Most likely, Sony's going to have a state of play. Phil is going to meet. It's going to be inside Xbox.
Yeah,
they can bring Aisha Tyler back, and then we're just going to have the Ubisoft thing.
That'd be awesome.
They know where to go. Yeah, that's it. And Bethesda. No respect for Bethesda anymore. They are dead. They are dead. Yeah. Well, come on. Yeah. But yeah, Devolver Digital. Fuck yeah, they are hands down one of the best press conferences each year. You cannot get any better than those guys. They are crazy.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. Yeah, but there's gonna be a lot going on because we have next gen supposedly coming out.
Yeah, at the moment everything is. At the moment, everything is still on track.
There's a big that's the thing, because Sony reassured people on their website that said the PS5 is coming holiday 2020 guaranteed.
And this is where I'm very. Because, with everything that's happening, it's going to be hard to actually suggest that the PS5 is actually going to be out at that time. And with what we've seen of the PS5, because we did have a conference.
Yes. Okay, so Mr. Mark Cerny, he is the console engineer. He's the hardware engineer. Very brilliant man. His games are amazing. He's been a Sony guy for a long, long time. Mark's a pretty cool guy. His, let's call it a lecture, was very monotone and very soft. He was talking about all the specs. He focused a lot of his energy on the audio of, let's take a picture of your ear and you can send it in to us and we'll make it work. Which was kind of weird, but
That sounds like a kink.
Yeah, let's be honest. The press conference was literally exactly what I expected. I got all the technical specs of the console, which was interesting. They talked about 10.03 teraflops on the GPU. It's got an 8-core AMD Zen 2 architecture CPU running 3.5 gigahertz on the core. Plus, the video card is clocked at 2 gigahertz. So it's 2 point something. It's clocked a lot faster than the Xbox. But it has less CUs. It also has 16 gigs of RAM, which is GDDR6 compared to the Xbox's 10 plus 6, which is very weird. And then the weirdest aspect was the hard drive, 825 gigabyte SSD NVMe drive, which is a weird size, but kind of small because the Xbox is going to be 1 terabyte SSD thing. Yeah, I don't know. But it was very bland and very boring. Did they show off the console itself? No. Did they show off the controller? No. Did she show off any games? No. Did he tell us the most important thing? The price? No. It was just specs. It was pretty cool. Other than that.
Yeah, like if you're into the specs of it, it
I
definitely.
love specs.
Yeah, it definitely, that was your type of conference.
That was full blown nerd boner right there. It was Number City, Boner City.
Like I went into that looking for two things. I got one of them, and that was is the rumor about backwards compatibility going to be happening?
Okay, so essentially backwards compatibility. It sounds like backwards compatibility on the Xbox One when they said, yeah, we got almost all the 360 games. Not all.
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounded like in this case. And exactly what it was kind of leading up to, where it was like, oh yeah, we have we've been running the top 100 games based on playtime and all this, and like they run almost all of them run. And the actual, a lot of people hung up on that. Is that, oh, it'll play only the top 100 PS4 games. Later on, they corrected that by saying, listen, it's going to be a catalog of about 4,000 games right now. That will likely work. Is that what we're looking at? And, you know, that makes much more sense. They're using the top 100 as a testing point to jump off on, and then they're going to bring in the rest. My problem is that I was really, really hoping for that full backwards, but it does look like we're getting that.
Okay, their whole delivery of this new console is so shady. Like, there's so many, like, oh, you know, we're doing
unknowns.
This. We're not going to talk about it. Yeah, like it's very sketchy and not like straightforward, because like Microsoft has been very Phil's been extremely straightforward with what they're doing.
Exactly.
Sony's been kind of like behind the curtains and kind of being a bit kind of a dick about it.
Yeah, put it out there. Yeah.
It's been like, oh, we're doing this, but we're not going to talk about it. We're doing this. We're not going to show what it looks like. We're doing this. We don't know what the price is like. It's like, for fuck's sakes, just give me some information.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Like, Microsoft has definitely been much more transparent, and that is going to help them in the long run, because we already know some games coming for the Xbox One. We got so
Halo?
many new studios. We got Halo. We got Gears is going to have a new version. If you get Cyberpunk on Xbox One, you'll be able to upgrade for free when it comes to the Series X.
But do you know what? If you get Cyberpunk on the PC, you can upgrade for like 10 years. You're good. PC.
Exactly.
Oh,
I mean,
and also we have to talk about the Sony games coming to the PC. Because God of War is no longer stating on their website that they are exclusive.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That could be interesting.
Consoles are dead, PC for life. The fifth. So yes, that's the thing. Like, Microsoft has really been pushing that agenda of this is what we're doing. And that I applaud Phil. Phil is hands down what is making Microsoft great. He is essentially Reggie from Nintendo.
Yeah, he is Reggie's Microsoft, or Microsoft's Reggie. You know what I mean?
The thing is, Microsoft has never had that guy in their 20 years of gaming. They haven't had the guy. Yes, the 360 was a fucking powerhouse for the amount of fucking games coming out for that thing. But the thing is, the Xbox One killed it because it did not have a great launch, and Don Maddox was a complete tit.
Yeah, easily.
TV. But that's the thing. That's the thing that's scaring me at Sony, because in the past couple months, in the past 6+ months, they've had upper management changes. Their strategy has been changing left and right, and that's what's failing. And yes, backwards compatibility is a huge thing. But the PS3 is a very hard piece of hardware to emulate.
Yeah,
and stupid cell architecture.
That all makes sense. Like, the
PS2, no problem. The Emotion Engine is a great piece of software to just emulate, no big deal. Same as the PS1, but the PS3 is a notorious pain in the ass. And also, the most important thing of next gen is the price. Price is king. Because, yes, there are going to be, let's say, 10% of people buying the system that will be buying it on because it's a PlayStation or it's an Xbox. Pussy tail. And that's fine. Yes, there are always those people. So 10% of people will be buying the PS5 because it's the PS5. 10% of people will be buying the Xbox Series X because it's the Xbox, and 5% of those people will be buying both because they have to buy both.
Napkin.
And then 75% of people will be buying it on the price because cat. Fuck's sakes.
Goddamn cat.
So 75% of people will be buying this console because of the price. And this happens every generation. People, when they're buying their kids a console, they're usually going to buy the cheapest fucking thing because they're like, I'm not spending. Well, it's like, look at the PS3 and the 360. I'm not spending $700 for this game system. I'm going to buy you the $300 Xbox. Does it play the exact same games? Yes.
Yeah.
Did you really need the Blu-ray player? No, because I bought this other Blu-ray player that just plays Blu-rays for my TV. You can have your game console in your room or whatever. But price is king.
Yeah. No, it's completely. Yeah. And that's where I'm worried.
Launch library also.
Yeah, and this is where I am worried about how Sony will actually just, like, it's not going to be as cheap as what we're kind of hoping for it to be. It's going to be really much more expensive, and Microsoft is going to win out on that.
Whoa. It all depends. If they have market strategy if they go, yes, we will take a dive on this, and they lose money on each sale of the system, that's when they win. It's whoever has the actual losing money on the system will win. But it also depends on what Microsoft is also doing with the 4 teraflop model. So they're also supposed to be having a much cheaper model, which is the sad Xbox. Well, they have right now with the diskless Xbox. So essentially, They would have a much cut down model that would only have a 4 teraflop unit compared to the 12 in the Series X, and then also the Xbox One X right now has 6 teraflops. So it would actually be lower power than that, but it's using Navi architecture, which is much more power efficient and can produce much higher end graphics. So they're expecting that one could be $300, and then the more expensive one would be $600. And Phil's wins because it's only $300 compared to $500 that Sony's charging, and then you'll also have people buying the $600 Xbox.
Yeah,
continue.
No, that makes complete sense. Right now, I'm still. I just need that price. I need the price before I can dive in, because to be honest, if the price is right, I'm still going to jump on PlayStation because I have that library already. There's over 800 games that I have.
Do you know what? I got both libraries.
Yeah. So you know, there's that.
It doesn't matter. I'm buying both of them. I'm in that 5%.
True. But at the same time, Microsoft is just enticing me with that Game Pass, because you can go in, you can play the games that you want to play, and like download them, and like they're there for a few months. That's enough time for you to
not just that. Day one, they bring out an exclusive game. Day one, a Microsoft game. It comes out day one. You fucking get it. You don't have to drop $80 plus tax, $100 for a fucking game.
Exactly. So like that is a great deal to me, and like that is winning me over. Like Phil is constantly trying to win me over on this, and I can feel myself breaking. So this might be the price point, may be the actual winner of that situation.
And that's the thing. You can always buy just the 4 teraflop model, get the cheap one.
Yeah.
You know, and also that weird 825 gigabyte hard drive is fucking weird. That's just weird.
That is awkward.
I don't like the number. But that's the thing. And also that PC thing that I saw the other day. So essentially on God of War's website for Santa Monica Studio, it no longer says exclusive to the PS4, exclusive to Sony. It now says just God of War. So essentially that means bang, bang, boom, we could be getting it on PC. Because we're supposedly getting Horizon Zero Dawn, which was fabulous.
That's already been confirmed for PC release. So
Guerrilla at their best.
Yeah, I kind of want to see how that's going to turn out.
Like,
I think they're really curious.
Native 4K Horizon Zero Dawn, fucking dinosaur, metallic-y dinosaurs. Oh my god. I'm excited for that. So, yeah, PC. And also all of Microsoft's games, if you get Ultimate Game Pass, you get all your games on PC plus on the Xbox. So it's a win-win situation.
Oh, yeah. It's a great deal.
Well, and that's the biggest thing coming for next gen is going to be these services. It's service based. Hardware is just second, it's backseat crap compared to service space. That's where they make their money. Because you keep giving them money every month compared to a one-time payment. Yeah. There was something else. Oh, source code. I forgot about that. So AMD got robbed this morning. Well, yesterday or today or a couple days ago. They got hacked, which is not good because AMD holds a good chunk of the monopoly right now. Because you look at the Xbox One, Xbox One, Xbox One X, Xbox Series X, and also the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 all run off AMD hardware. That's not good because they stole the source code for the Series X and the PS5. Well, Series X predominantly. I don't know if they stole it for the PS5, but still, whenever a company's source codes gets robbed, they're pretty much fucked. Because look at what happened to Half-Life 2. It took them 2 more years for them to release the game. So we might be delayed indefinitely. And they also, I think, stole source code to the new Navi 2 times video cards for the PC market, which is not good also. So we might be just playing on PC for a while.
Yeah, I guess if that's the case, because if the source code is like,
and they leaked it, they fucking leaked it online. It's glorious.
Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's likely we're going to see a very big delay here at that point, because if it's got leaked, then they're fucked on that.
Well, yeah, because people can then exploit the hardware. You want mods? You want all the broken games? We can hack that shit.
Yeah, that's not a good thing then. So yeah, that's
and people bitch about Intel. They're like, their shit's all fucked. This doesn't look too good. This is why I'm still weary about AMD. Yeah. Lovely. What else is going on?
Well, let's see. There's a pandemic that pretty much stopped everything. So I mean, there's not a whole lot of news lately.
Literal countries are on pause.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff, like you have a lot of games that are still being worked on, of course, and luckily everyone's doing work from home.
I forgot. So fucking Final Fantasy VII physical release delayed.
Yes, that's actually a good example of that. Final Fantasy VII's physical release is delayed because you have GameStop, you have all those guys that are closed at the moment. Because
wait a minute, I thought GameStop may force their employees to keep working.
They did until one of the states told them it was bullshit and was going to take away their business license. And then they were like, okay, fuck, if they can take away our business license, we're not essential, we'll shut down. So
it didn't go well.
A lot of places did shut down. I know it was last Friday when Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing came out. Thursday, New Brunswick announced that they were going to a state of emergency and non-essential
everything was closed.
Has to close. Everybody has to close. I got there just as they were making the announcement, so I got to walk out with my copy of Doom Eternal. And then after that, it was like state of emergency, self-isolate, get the fuck out.
Why didn't you buy Animal Crossing? Game of the year.
I don't care for Animal Crossing.
You
that
suck.
Much.
Oh, we need to talk about the controversy around Animal Crossing about the Switches.
Oh, the controversy about the Animal Crossing.
You didn't hear about the fucking people review bashing it?
No, I have not. Actually.
Okay. So the weird thing with Animal Crossing, each Switch piece of hardware, you think, okay, I have multiple different accounts on my Switch that everyone has different save files.
Right.
Wrong. Everyone's using the same island. And people were pissed. There was fucking rioting in the streets because fucking Nintendo was like, everyone gets one island.
I kind of want to see what an Animal Crossing island like riot would be. Is it just them chopping down all the trees and
probably
and
throwing
fucking tarantulas at each other?
No. They'd be fucking hanging, noosing Tom Nook because he's a motherfucker. But no, it was crazy. Like, you could only have one island per console, even if multiple people had different accounts. It'd be like if you'd have Minecraft on a console and everyone had to share the same world. That doesn't make any sense.
That
Or
doesn't make much sense.
or Stardew Valley. Everyone would have one farm.
Oof.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, that's a
So
bad call, Nintendo.
People were pissed, and then so I guess there's a couple hackers that like data mined the crap out of it and figured out that it was just a check in the code that Nintendo filed, which was weird. So that's why the game got review bombed.
Okay, kind of makes sense with that then. From what I can talk about with Doom Eternal, kind of take this as my verbal review of it so far.
It's being a dick.
I'm not liking it as much as the original, or well, 2016.
What do you mean the original?
2016's Doom.
Wait a minute. I was there for the original. I remember.
Yeah, I was there for the 90s as well.
I remember.
And I still play the 90s version. I mean, I fucking bought the PS4 version.
Do you remember? Oh, I remember. Back in the 90s, I remember. It was glorious times back then. We had no pandemic. We had no lockdown. It was freedom because we had, if the gloves don't fit, you must have quit. Oh, thanks, Mr. Juice. Yeah.
Wow.
That was the 90s. So.
Well, okay.
Okay, I still want to buy it.
Oh yeah, no, like
I know
the game.
It's gonna go on sale pretty quick.
Yeah,
because
probably.
it's a Bethesda game. They go on sale super quick, except for Skyrim for the Switch. That does not go on sale.
No, oh god, no.
I don't know why.
So yeah, here's my thing. I have this thing against game being artificially hard, like just getting so difficult for no reason otherwise to pad your playtime. Doom Eternal feels like that is the case. Like I'm on medium difficulty. I usually play all my games on medium difficulty, and
yeah, because it's normal. It's the default difficulty.
It's kicking my ass, and the first Doom, I'm able to blast through it without dying as much. This one feels like they've taken the Wolfenstein approach to how difficult the game should be. And Wolfenstein also had that problem of artificial difficulty where they just make everything so fucking crazy and throw everything at you just to keep you dying to pad that 15-hour campaign time.
So it turns into a Souls game?
It almost feels like it. It almost turned into a Souls game at this point. I was stuck on a part. I died maybe 16 times before I finally got through it, doing the exact same thing that I was doing that got me killed like 2 times before it.
But if it wasn't hard, did you learn something from it? Did you achieve something? I hate when people say that. Those guys are tits. I played it on fucking nightmare mode.
All that I've learned is that the mancubuses are fucking assholes.
It was epic. We played it on nightmare mode. Nothing was learned. I hate that. Fucking people with their difficulties. A game is supposed to take you out of reality and not have to stress you out. Because if a game has to be stressful for you to be enjoying it, you're living a pretty easy life there. But
the only type of game that I find that should be super stressful, and in order for you to enjoy it, is a horror game.
Not Contra?
Contra.
Contra.
Okay, I heard cock drop.
Cock drop. Drop your cock. Contra. Old school side scroller. Ghosts and goblins.
Well, even those were...
They were just hard.
They were just hard. That wasn't artificially hard. That was just,
they were just
fucking hard.
Because they
you still follow the same fucking rules of the game to make sure that everything was ran perfectly.
How about Prinny?
Prinny too. Like that one wasn't what I would call artificially hard. It was
They're not bullet sponges.
No, everything fell under the same rule. So you fell under the rule. It was all set proper. This one, it's you can kill these things faster, but we're gonna you're gonna need a sniper rifle in order to shoot the Mancubus's flamethrower arms to make sure you can fight them close range. And also, we're gonna put you in a small room with 2 of them so that they can just flamethrower you all the fuck they want. So like immediately I was like, this is pissing me the fuck off. It took me like a few tries to put the controller down, go do something else, and come back to it. It just was not a good time for me.
All right. I'll buy when it's on sale.
That being said, it's not a bad game though.
It has been selling like gangbusters. It's been selling extremely well because people are locked up at home doing fuck all.
Oh yeah, exactly.
They're making money.
Like, it's a great game for those that are stuck at home and you need something to do. That's like no question about it. And it's not a bad game in general. I have my problems with it though, which is, like I said, artificial difficulty. I'm also the story, which is a weird thing to say for a Doom game. They set a story in 2016 that it left somewhere that you could start following along. You felt like you could follow along what was happening. Doom Eternal starts off and you have no sweet fucking clue what is going on. You're thrown into hell on earth and it's like, okay, go kill these things. And then it's like, oh yeah, kill these hell priests, kill you're going to go kill the con maker. Who the fuck's the con maker? It takes forever to fucking explain that, but you're like, okay, you actually tried to put a story in here, but you're not telling it right. And what's getting into me.
Isn't that the point of Doom? You just shoot shit.
That's how it should be. It should be.
It's a murder simulator. Get it right. Murder simulator. I'm going old school news network from the late 90s. This was a murder simulator, and this was what the kids were into. That's why they shot up that place. Murder simulator. What is wrong with these children? No. What is wrong with parents to buy these children this murder simulator called Doom 2? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, conservative media. Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
I will be definitely buying Doom when it goes on sale.
Definitely. Like, aside from that, the other game I got to play through recently was actually part of a review, and since the embargo lifted, I can talk about it here. In fact, our review is now live on the website.
It's coming out next week.
It
was a glorious RPG 2 years ago.
And it's even better now, Persona 5 Royale. It's awesome.
I'm still waiting for my Switch version.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. It still feels like it should have been on the Switch.
It's not a high graphically intense game. It could be on the Switch.
No, yeah, exactly. But pretty much when I talked about the review, I mainly just said, listen, it's Persona 5, which we love. I mean, Persona 5 is awesome. But it includes enough of an upgrade that makes it worth that dive back in.
Yeah, I bought the collector's edition. It came with a Morgana, and I spent 130 hours on it. It was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, and
it was glorious. Morgana is hands down one of the greatest Greatest characters. Love the cat.
I mean, there's Koromaru.
No, love the cat.
All right. You can have the cat. I'll take the dog.
But yeah, great characters in the game. Great storytelling. All around, fabulously well done. And just like the battle system.
And the battle system.
On.
So they improved pretty much everything. Even the stuff that didn't need to be improved. Like the battle system, as you said. Battle system, what to me was perfect for what it was. Now, you know how guns, you could only reload once during the
battle.
Well, in the dungeon. You like had anytime you entered the dungeon, you had to exit out the day to come back with a full clip. That's changed. It's now per battle. So every battle you reload and you have a full clip.
Oh, okay.
So that is so much better. And it, of course, they've changed up a few things. Like there's new personas that you have, or new shadows that you have to fight in some dungeons. Boss battles actually changed up with new effects as well. Like we'll use the gym teacher as an example here.
Oh well, yeah.
Because
what a fucking piece of shit.
So that fucking piece of shit now has a new battle phase, which he invites the students he's been abusing into the battle. So Mishima comes in, he's all bruised, he's all beaten, and he's the one that has to serve up the big atomic volleyball spike. And then after he throws him away, Shio comes in dressed up as like a bunny girl and like showing that he sexually abused her. And then same thing, like she's doing the spike, but you have to either defeat her or do enough damage on him to stun him. So that's your options. But it changes a pace of the battle as well and adds a bit more to it. So it's really, really cool in that sense. And of course, like they've added, whenever you see a confidant to like visit them as part of your upgrades, you get a little extra speech with them as well. There's so much more that they've upgraded, and it is something that you almost didn't think needed to be fixed. But by the end of it, as you're playing it, it's the definitive version.
Oh, you got to go after that greasy teacher.
Oh yeah, I mean, she was always going to be my second playthrough option. So
you didn't do her for the first playthrough? What?
Nah. I had Makoto.
Oh, she was great first playthrough. Yeah, no, I don't know. We'll see.
I definitely recommend it. I came very close to giving it a perfect 10, but it had like a 9.7 with our calculations. So yeah, second highest score of our site, I think. So highly recommend it.
Well, it's essentially FES.
Yeah, exactly. It's FES and Golden. Like it has more stuff than what Golden had even.
Well, but the thing is, Golden was a Vita title. It wasn't an actual full-blown release on mainline console.
That is true, yeah.
But FES was great. Like FES and Golden were amazing titles. Like Golden is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm intrigued to, I'll check it out at some point. But yeah, that comes out next week. I'm excited for that. Yeah,
that's true. And actually, let's go through the quick releases here. So, coming out today, actually on the 27th of March, we have Good Job, which is a. I'm actually curious about this. This was on the Nintendo Direct this week, and that looks fucking hilarious. I want to play it.
Bud. What else came out? Music related news. Pearl Jam's new album came out today.
Yeah, Gigaton. I've listened to it today, and I like it. It's really good. Very environmental driven for sure.
Environmental. They're using some fancy words. Hope that there's no bats above your head.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was.
Because that's how you get diseased. Yeah.
Also out today, we had Panzer's Dragoon remake for the Nintendo Switch, and
Okay, whoa.
Yeah.
So Panzer Dragoon, like on the Dreamcast?
Yes, or okay. Saturn, or whichever.
Well, yeah, one. It was Saturn. Yes, it was Saturn.
Yeah, that version, a remake of that.
Oh, that's
on the Switch.
Yeah, it was Panzer. There was a Panzer Dragoon game on the Dreamcast, and then there's one then there was Orta on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then there was Sensekai Into the Depths from Capcom. That is also on Nintendo Switch. Another Nintendo Switch game that we have is Saints Row 4 Re-Elected Edition.
Oh, fuck yeah! You get to be a superhero.
We also have One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 for Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One. And for Windows, Under Night in Birth EXE Late Clear. Whew, that was a mouthful.
That's quite the name you got there.
We also got on the 31st, we have Persona 5 Royale Bubble Bobble for Friends.
Wait a minute. Is it a Royale with cheese?
Ha. Next week, we have My Friend Pedro on PS4. Which, if you have...
Whoa. That hasn't come out for PS4 yet?
That has not come out on PS4 yet. It has been Switch and PC.
For, like, ever.
Yeah, I know.
PC for life.
And then next week as well, we have Resident Evil 3 for Windows, PS4, Xbox One. Now, actually, I want to talk about that one just slightly here because I wasn't very impressed with the demo. I don't know. It's something about Resident Evil 3 did not rub me the right way. Like it did not do what Resident Evil 2 did.
Nemesis didn't give you a rubbing. He's a big bad fellow. I
don't know. Something about it. Just I don't even know what it was.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's just something special about 2.
That is true. There is something special about 2.
Like 3 was that weird. 3 was that PS1 game that was close to the end of the console gen, and it was just no.
It was just all right, and that's what I'm feeling like I'm getting from. That's what I'm getting from 3. Like, but maybe it wasn't just.
Do you know what we need? We need a remaster of Resi Survivor. Problem solved.
Oh, God. All right. And on that bomb note, that's our podcast for the week. We need a remake of Resident Evil Survivor. Just
Capcom heard me. We need it. It's like priority. Nothing else mattered. Hey, if you had the light gun in that game was great.
If you had the light gun, yes. If you didn't, it wasn't.
Not in North America. Hey, I finished that game. I went through the entire thing. It was a rental. I got my money's worth.
All right. Well,
but yeah.
for GameItAll.com, I'm Lucas Grimm.
Hey, what up? I'm Pino 25, and if you pre-ordered Final Fantasy VII, you ain't getting a physical copy, bitch.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Should have got that digital.
There we go.
Oh, fuck. Should have got that digital. Why is it still saying live?